If you're new to the channel, I'm Joe Hahn, a professional engineer with Online PDH Courses, your online resource for continuing education and professional development hours for professional engineers. In this video, we're going to discuss the 5 major skills that you need in order to become a project manager. Do you feel like that may be a little far reach from you right now? Do you feel like maybe you don't have these skills? Or do you maybe even feel like, well, there's no way I could ever be a project manager. I am simply a very good project engineer. I know my job. I know how to do it. Why would I ever want to become a project manager? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 major skills that you need in order to become a project manager. And we're going to do that right now. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because there we'll be offering to you a free resource. We'll give you more information about these skills that each project manager needs to have in order to be an effective, successful project manager. Here we are with the first skill that you need as a project manager, probably one of the most important skills as a project manager, and that is your communication skills. Communication skills include both your verbal, the way you speak and how you say things, and it also includes your writing ability. Yes, managers write a lot, and it's really important that you're concise and to the point on what you're writing, so that way no misunderstandings and everyone's on the same page with you. Your communication skills you need in order to be able to communicate with not only with your managers above you, but also with your clients, making sure they understand what you will be doing for them on the project and what they expect from you on the project, that you're both on the same page. And it's also important that you can communicate to the project team that's below you, making sure they understand the tasks that they are assigned and also the goals that you have for that team. Verbal is very, very important. Your writing skills is also very important. Writing letters, writing reports, writing contracts, writing proposals, all these are very important skills to have as a project manager. These skills fall under communication. So let's make sure that we have great communication skills. If you don't have those communication skills yet, don't worry. These can be taught. You can learn how to do these. There are many courses on how to become a more effective communicator. Hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you did, please go ahead and go down below and hit subscribe, and also hit that little bell down there so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. Also, hit the like button for this video. The more likes we get, the more people see it. We like seeing those likes because that tells us we're doing a good job in making these videos. So please go ahead and hit that like button. The next skill that project managers need is leadership. Leadership from a project manager is being able to set the vision for that team. Leadership is to inspire the team members to do the work and to do more than the work. It's also to effectively lead the team to do the work that's assigned to them. Yes, as a project engineer, you're the leader of the team, and naturally you are already setting these inspiration for them and setting the vision. But as the project manager, you're the one who actually sets that vision. You're the one who actually sets the vision for the team. So it's very important to have good leadership qualities. Now, as a project engineer, you are learning, if not already mastered, the skill of leadership. And so becoming a project manager, and that's an important skill to have, you already have that skill as a project engineer. So there's 2 of the skills that are most important to being a project manager. Another important skill that a project manager needs to have is what we call organization skills. This is the ability to put tasks in different categories and to multitask various items all at one time and assigning those tasks to the various teams that you have below you. Again, as a project engineer, you've already learned how to do organizational skills. You've been given large sets of tasks to do to complete a project, and then you had to assign those tasks to various individuals within your team. As a project manager, you're going to be able to assign these tasks to various teams, not just to one team, but to multiple teams, and you'll be working on many projects all at one time. So although you're not doing the engineering work, you are doing the organization work of assigning the various jobs and projects to the various teams that are most capable of doing those types of projects. Another important skill for a project manager is his negotiation skills. Every project manager needs to be able to negotiate. Now, negotiation is not just with your clients, but it's also with your stakeholders in your company, with your vendors that you'll be dealing with that will be bringing products and services into your teams. Also with the teams themselves, to making them, getting them to agree to do the work that you're assigning them. So negotiation is a win-win scenario that you're always looking for everyone, not just for your sake, but for everyone's sake on the team. And yes, teams includes everybody around you, your managers above you, the various stakeholders, the clients, and the project teams that are below you that are working on the various projects. Everyone has to work together in order to finish that project for you. So that is an important skill, is the negotiation skill. Another important skill for project managers, and probably a core skill, is the ability to schedule tasks, knowing when they need to start and when they need to finish. Being able to set milestones for a project along its life cycle, such as if you're working on a project that is a land development project that you're going to be drawing improvement plans for and ultimately permitting to do the work to go out and grade and build the site. There's milestones that are along the way, such as entitlements where you get land use applications approved by the various entities. Technical reports have to be finished by a certain time. Those are milestones. Those reports can include drainage studies, traffic studies, soils reports, numerous other reports. All these technical reports have to be finished by a certain time. And then the final step is probably your development plans or your improvement plans that are drawn that actually designs how the project is to be built. And then the entire project has to be finished by a certain deadline. So a scheduling ability for project managers is to be able to break the project down, know when those milestones need to be finished so that the end date finishes on time for the project. Very important skill for a project manager is scheduling. Another important skill for a project manager is his ability to budget, management skill. First, when you're making your proposals and your contracts, to know how much money you need in order to complete the project. And then once the contract has been awarded, being able to know how to design the team around that project so that the final expenses do not exceed the budget of the project. So cost overruns, the project manager has to be watching at all times to making sure that the project doesn't overrun in its costs. We can't have any cost overruns, and if we do, the project manager needs to be aware of it as soon as possible and then be able to make adjustments with the project to try to bring it back in line and so that he doesn't go over budget in the total expenses of the project. So that's very, very important to have as a skill as a project manager, is having that budget management skill. Now, as a project engineer, you don't necessarily worry about that too much. Your main job is to get the projects completed on time as quickly as possible. And if you start running over budget, the only person who knows that is the project manager. So as a project engineer, you find out about it when the project manager comes talk to you. So this is a skill that you have to learn to do. There's many types of software that can help you with it to keep you in line on the budgets. But when you become a project manager, this software you need to learn very, very quickly and get a good grasp on how to do budget management. And so that's a task that probably is a little different that you're not used to, but it's a very easy to learn task. And through experience as being a project manager, you'll get better and better at it, and keep from and avoid any of those cost overruns, and stay on budget all the time. If nothing else, come under budget on your project. Very important. Now, there are numerous other skills that you will need as a project manager, but the ones that we've just spoken about are probably the most important skills that any project manager needs to know. So you're a project engineer right now and you're thinking about becoming a project manager. You need to think about these skills. Which ones are you strong in right now, or at least what you think you're strong in right now, and which ones are you the weakest at right now? Those that you're weak at, obviously you need to go and learn how to do those skills. If you work in a large corporation, there's several managers with directly around you at all times, involved with other teams. You can always go and ask them to mentor you, to kind of let you know about these type of skills and how they work with it and how they deal with it, and learn from those who are already successful at doing those types of skills. And also ask other project managers what other things that you need to know in order to become a project manager in that firm or any other firm. So another way of doing it is, of course, you can always take courses, going on the internet and learning about those various skills that go in more depth, watching more of the videos that we post on our own website, that we will also be talking about the various skills and going into more depth and training and giving more training on how to do those types of skills that you need as a project manager. If you're thinking about becoming a project manager, we say go for it. There's no reason to be held back because you may not have a certain skill or a certain knowledge of a software or a piece of project management tool that you don't know about. All that can be learned. The main thing is that when you become a project manager, realize that it's not like being a project engineer. It requires a whole different set of skills in order to be a successful, effective project manager. In the first part of this video, we talked about that there's a free offer that we're providing to you right now to download from our website, and as a companion to this video that talks about these skills and how you can improve upon these skills and many others to become a good, effective project engineer. Please go ahead and download the checklist there on the side. And there you will find various skills and more things that you can learn to become an effective project manager. Also in that same corner, you can find the upcoming videos that we recommend that you should watch to become an effective project manager, whether you're thinking about it, are one, or a very experienced project manager. All these videos can help you become even more effective as a project manager.